I'm looking in a large mirror as the anaesthetist injects my scalp several times. The injections sting like scorpions, and I yell, "Are you freaking kidding me?" before the first tears of the day fall. At which point I'm offered Valium for what's coming next. So uplifting, which I decline because I want to be alive to this experience. I want to be alive to everything. Turns out the injections are a godsend because I can't feel the holes being drilled into my skull or the heavy bronze metal frame being screwed onto my head. But I do wonder how many of my faculties are about to become untethered. Technically, I'm not supposed to be here because I have 9 brain tumours, and the max for this radiotherapy treatment, which targets the tumours very precisely, instead of frying the whole brain, is 6. Hence the metal frame to lock my head into the machine and immobilise it. Before long, my oncologist returns from reviewing the very fine cut brain scan he did this morning to see if more have appeared. Mrs. Sabbage. The scan revealed 27 tumours. I flinch. I want to duck this terrifying truth, and all I can see is my 6-year-old daughter, somewhere in a heartbroken future where I'm just a memory of the mother she once had. Now my tears roll like monsoon rain on glass windows, which I am good with, because I cry like a grown-up. I'm expecting him to send me home when he says, "Well, there are no other patients today, so you're in luck. Let's do this." I laugh at the cognitive dissonance. I'm in luck. Who knew? And before long, my head is locked into the machine for a procedure that will draw out for 8 hours. My husband and best friend are in a room next door, but for a moment I feel a loneliness so sharp I could cut my hands on it. I consider my options. Tough this out, leave my body like I learned to when I started hating it, or surrender to every feeling that asks to be felt, like I did after my diagnosis 2 years ago when they didn't bother to count my brain tumours and the tumours on my spine damn near broke me. I cried like a grown-up then too, every day for weeks. Now here I am again, finding resilience in a place where the river meets the rocks. It rises from my trembling humanness like a memory and a thirst. It pulls me to my feet when I'm on my knees and says, "Take off your shoes, Sophie. You are standing on holy ground." For a while, memories float by like trains passing through stations, telling Gabriella, age 4, that she was a smart cookie, to which she responded, "And you are a beautiful soup." My husband proposing to me by the Ponte Vecchio one New Year's Eve, and my deepest unmet longing exploding for joy with the fireworks. Hating God for giving us all such a short embrace on earth when I found myself dying just a few years later. And finding my sense of tumour when we got stuck in traffic behind a hearse, carrying a shiny oak coffin, and laughing all the way to the meeting where I was told, "You are terminal." I've already outrun my prognosis by miles. As I lie here motionless, I don't know I'll be telling this story 4 years from now, during a global pandemic, having had a boatload more brain tumours and very nearly dying again. I don't know how many more surrenders are coming, or the extent to which cancer will make me rather than break me. I don't know that 27 is a sacred number. 3 times 3 times 3, the Trinity of Trinities. I don't know I will see my daughter turn 10 in lockdown, or how grief at the prospect of leaving her will pull me into the body I tried to return to send her, until I can feel the light on my corneas and the mercies underfoot. But I do know this: resilience doesn't return us to our usual shape after a crisis, as the dictionaries say. It liberates our authentic shape by stripping us of the shapes we thought we had to be but didn't. The perfect, successful, standout, in control, very thin shapes. The shapes that cannot shake the rain from our feathers, or let us cry like grown-ups, or allow us to rest in peace before we die. Resilience is a softening, not a hardening. It opens rather than closes the shell. We're all terminal, by the way. Any one of us can be taken out at any moment by an aneurysm, a microscopic virus, and if you are black, by a police officer's knee on your neck. But I've had the privilege of being put on notice, of experiencing the present moment, expand with my gratitude for it, like when you finally kiss someone you've been aching for, and time stands still and bows. How long have I been in this machine? No matter. What matters is that I can lie immobilized for 8 hours without going crazy. That I can laugh at a coffin when I'm dying. That I can cry like a grown-up.